Welcome to Madame Raven's. This way to the library. She's been expecting you.
Hello, my darlings. Today I'm sharing with you a little story I wrote that was on Musie's collaboration on Doc's channel with Doc. I hope you enjoy it. This will give me a little chance to catch up after the holidays. Enjoy. It's the summer of 1999. A body was found in an undisclosed place in the Nevada desert. It was identified as one Malcolm Smith, a slightly shady archaeologist. A tape recorder was found nearby. The following is the surprisingly intact audio. Oh, why does this have to be so far from a road or track? Air conditioning would be miraculous right now.
Oh yes, so many discoveries found next to a bloody road. This place has never been investigated by anyone in the modern world. I've been assured of that. It'll be a huge discovery. Trust me, Julia.
Right. Like the Congo and that thing in the Urals? Why did you ask me to join you on this?
Because everyone else said no.
Oh, so it's obviously a wonderful thing. I feel so flattered, Malcolm.
You know full well it's because I trust you. You've always had my back.
Damn straight. After that fiasco in Chile, you know I was the only one who came to your wedding.
It's not far now. Just over the next rise.
Do you know the kind of petroglyphs are there? Any idea what they look like?
What? No idea. Just that they're there. Here. It should be just behind this boulder. It's a crack. You can't really tell it's a cave unless you step in. Here, take a hold of my shirt. It's a bit of a steep decline.
Maybe you should just break out the ropes or even the whole climbing gear?
No, I just want to peek in first.
I won't be able to hold you if you... Ow! Flip. Are you all right?
Fine. I won't ask if you are, as you landed on top of me.
Good. You deserve it. Where's your pack? You've got the climbing gear.
At the cave's entrance. I was only going to take a look.
Oh, that worked out great. At least I have my stuff. No climbing gear, though.
See anything? Not a very large chamber, is it?
There are some petroglyphs. I can't quite make out what they might be. What nation do you suppose was involved in this? Paiute? Shoshone?
Dina?
Navajo? Out this far west? Are you sure? Malcolm, are you sure you weren't scammed? You should know better.
I'm sure. Listen, it isn't just for petroglyphs that we're here. There are no burials here either.
Oh, great. What are we here for then? Giant gingers? Thunderbirds?
A Thunderbird could be useful in getting us back up that shaft.
Malcolm.
All right, Julia. It's supposed to be a doorway.
I have doorways back home. I wish I was there right now.
Well, it's a doorway to other dimensions. Look, that's not so crazy. Science and math prove there could be other universes, and the legends, the Dina, and other nations believe they came from a place underground. Another world before they were led to the surface.
Yes, but I thought that was southwest Colorado.
That's what they told people. Outsiders, of course. In central South Utah, there's a canyon that has petroglyphs of beings, horrible monsters. They guard the gate back to the underground entrance to Earth. Now, why would it be on the west of the Navajo area if the gate was in Colorado?
I remember those. They were unsettling to see, to say the least. But why here? Why this far into Nevada? Oh, now I'm buying into it. Where did you get the info and map, Malcolm? Did you win it in a card game? Or get someone drunk for it?
No. Okay. Both. But the information is legitimate, Julia. I know it. You told me things I knew, but wasn't common knowledge along with this story and map. He was honestly terrified too. Isn't that wonderful?
Oh, just great. Maybe the doorway will get us to a nice restaurant or casino, despite the fact I adore being stuck in a cave with no way out.
Oh, we can climb that, no problem. Let's take a look around. Do you have another lantern?
No, but I have a flashlight in the side pocket. Hand me my camera while you're at it.
Sure. Oh, they're unique figures, aren't they?
Yeah, lots of people and monsters I would prefer not to meet. This large swirl, do you think it's the doorway?
Most likely. Looks like it's at the end of the corridor.
This here, it seems to be telling of the Dene creation myth, ending with their journey out of the fourth world into this one. The swirl again.
Hey, Julia, I found some artifacts over in this corner. Looks like some very nice and intact jars. No weathering or fading due to the sunlight or wind. I think this might just help us pay for this outing and then some.
Malcolm, you know they should go to the Dene, or better yet, be left alone.
Fine. Hand me the camera.
I found a passage. I'll see how long it is. Looks like a large swirl on the wall at the end. It's a closed passage. Wait, Malcolm? This swirl isn't right.
Oh, so it goes to the left then?
Well, yes, but it's moving.
Moving? How?
Rippling like water, but spinning.
Is it water? I can hear dripping. Maybe it started raining.
Some water, but it's more like...
Julia, more like what?
Malcolm, I'm stepped out of the cave. I'm outside, but it's night.
Where did you go? There's no exit here and it's only 2 p.m. We may be in for a downpour. Flash floods are a real danger. Come back the way you went?
I can't. It isn't there. It's way too wet to be Nevada unless we walked all the way to Tahoe. There are weird pines and other trees I don't recognize. It almost looks like an island. It doesn't smell right.
Julia, listen. Feel around to try and find the doorway. It may be hidden.
I am. There's nothing there, Malcolm. I can't get out. Something's coming. Something big. Damn it, get me out, Malcolm.
Julia, what can I do? Something's wrong down here. I think there's a flood coming. Julia, I'm sorry.
This second story is a collab I did last year with Doc and includes the talented Swamp Dweller and Tales to Chill the Bone.
Skin and Bones by nerdxcorexneal.
I don't like her. She's weird.
complains Travis, arms crossed and pacing back and forth.
Look, bud.
Answers Trevor, anxiously watching out of the living room window.
I have to go to this meeting, or I could lose my job. Kim and I have been dating for a long time now. I really like her and wouldn't trust anyone else to watch you while I'm gone. It's just for tonight, and this will give you a chance to really get to know her. Who knows? By the time I get back to you, you two might be best friends.
Doubt it,
Travis replied. Trevor sighs and turns to his son.
Travis, ever since your mom died, I didn't think I'd ever find another woman that I could feel this way about. But Kim is different. I really like her, and I think that we might actually get married someday, if everything keeps as good as it has been. I get it. You miss your mom, and I do too. But I've got to move on. I'm not asking you to like Kim, just because I do. I just want you to give her a chance. Please? For me?
This makes Travis feel a little guilty. He hadn't really gotten to know her all that well, but Kim really freaked him out. She was a very tall, very skinny woman that kind of reminded him of Momo. She had long black hair and a huge pair of eyes that looked like they could pop out of her head if she tried. Her face was constantly covered in heavy amounts of makeup, and she drenched herself in strong perfume to the point that he could literally smell her coming. To her credit, the few times that Travis had actually met Kim in person, she was actually very sweet and friendly to him, but her appearance made him extremely uncomfortable. Rolling his eyes, arms still crossed, Travis replies.
Fine.
Not too much later, a black car pulls into the driveway and a tall figure wearing a long fur coat steps out. As she comes to the door and rings the bell, Travis is immediately hit in the face with the strong smell of her perfume.
Well,
He coughs.
it's definitely her.
Be nice.
Replies Trevor in a stern voice. Trevor opens the door, and Travis can't help but shudder as he sees the image of this alien-looking person standing in the doorway, her huge eyes staring gleefully at his father, and then quickly to him.
Hey, bud.
Kim squeaks in a high-pitched voice.
Are you having a fun night?
Her smile is stretched wide, showing off her way too white teeth.
Oh, yeah.
Answers Travis, unenthusiastically.
Super fun.
For a second, it kind of looks to Travis that her left eye twitches just the tiniest bit after he says that. Travis swallows hard. Trevor invites Kim inside and she gives him a huge extended kiss. Travis has to keep himself from gagging at the sight of his father making out with this strange-looking woman. Eventually, Trevor leaves for his trip, meaning that Travis was now alone with Kim, and his dread began to rise quickly. At first, things are relatively uneventful. Travis stays in his room playing video games, and Kim sits in the living room watching TV, periodically checking Facebook on her phone. Eventually, it was time for dinner, which, to Travis's delight, Kim just ordered a large pizza. They sat at the dinner table, and Travis was shocked at just how much pizza Kim had eaten. He often wondered if she ate at all, but she easily put away half the pizza within 10 minutes. Travis wanted to ask her how she could eat so much and be so skinny, but he was afraid to offend her again.
Hey, Kim?
He starts.
Yeah, bud.
She replies, chewing on the latest slice of pizza she'd started on.
I was just wondering, how it is that, well...
You want to know why I'm so skinny, right?
Travis nearly chokes on his own slice.
Yeah, actually.
Well, I have an extremely high metabolism, which means that my body burns calories a lot faster than other people. I actually eat quite a lot, believe it or not. But no matter how much I eat, my body just stays the way it is.
Oh, okay.
Travis feels really bad now. He feels like an ass for thinking she looked scary because of how skinny she was, and it wasn't even anything she could control.
Sorry.
Don't worry about it, bud,
She says, finishing the last of her meal.
I know I look funny, but it is what it is.
As the night progressed, Kim and Travis actually started to bond pretty quickly. They played video games together, and then watched a scary movie. Eventually, it was bedtime, and after brushing his teeth, Kim bid him good night and he crawled into his bed. After about half an hour, he realizes that he needs to pee and makes his way to the bathroom. After he does his business, he notices that Dad's bedroom light is on. Realizing that it must be Kim, an idea comes to him. Now, Travis is a 12-year-old boy, and dirty thoughts as well as genuine curiosity began to come to him. He wonders if she's changing, or maybe even just completely naked. Maybe he could get a quick peek. He'd never seen a real naked lady in real life before, and he especially wondered what Kim looked like without clothes on. Sneaking close to the door, he slowly turns the knob. It's not locked, to his relief. Even slower, he opens the door a crack, just enough to peek inside. What he sees is not what he was expecting. Kim was standing in front of his mum's old vanity, but something was very wrong. Sitting on the table was what at first looked to be a mask, but soon became clear to be something sinister. It was Kim's face. Not just the face. It was basically her entire head minus the skull. Slowly and shakily, Travis turns his attention to Kim's head, which was literally a pale white skull. Travis didn't even care that she stood there completely nude like he'd hoped. He was too transfixed on the freaking skull with two large eyes. Travis then watches as she begins to remove her skin as though she were taking off one-piece pajamas. She reaches inside of it and pulls out what appears to be a large sack. She takes it to the small private bathroom, and Travis can hear her dumping something into the toilet and then flush it. She comes back, folds the skin and places it in a large black box that was laying on the floor next to the video. Finally, she pops out her left eye and places it in a small bowl of water on the table. And then she does the same with the right eye. She turns off the light and then slowly shambles her way over to Trevor's bed. Travis slowly closes the door and silently freaks out. Not knowing what to do, he slowly walks back to his room and climbs into bed. He does not sleep this night. The next morning, Kim gets Travis out of bed for breakfast. They sit at the table, eating the scrambled eggs that Kim had prepared before getting him up. No words are spoken at first, until Kim breaks the silence.
I know you saw me last night,
She says flatly.
I don't know what you're talking about,
Responds Travis, refusing to look at her.
Stop.
She says sternly, freezing Travis in place.
Just stop. I know you saw my face. My real face. I know you watched me. I thought it was my imagination until this morning. You're acting like you've seen a monster. And I need you to understand.
You are a monster,
Travis yells, cutting her off, immediately regretting that decision. Kim's face becomes sad.
Look, Bud. There's things in this world that you wouldn't understand. Yes, there are monsters in the world. Real monsters that would have killed you in your bag the second they suspected you saw them in their true form. But I didn't, because I'm not a monster. Am I human? No, not really. Do I mean you harm? No, I don't. But you need to understand that beings like me are not understood by regular people. So my existence has to stay between us. I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to scare you. But I will protect myself and others like me.
Terrified yet understanding at the same time, Travis agrees to not speak of what he saw to anyone, ever. Later that day, Trevor returns, and Travis nearly knocks him over as he runs over and hugs him.
Wow, bud.
Trevor laughs.
I've missed you too. Did you two get along?
Travis looks over to Kim, who stares at him with a somewhat worried look on her face.
Yeah,
he answers, genuinely smiling.
She's actually pretty cool. We had pizza, played some games, and watched movies. I like her a lot.
He looks over to Kim, who is smiling brightly. Kim gives Trevor a big kiss and gives Travis an even bigger hug.
Thank you,
she whispers in his ear. Travis whispers back.
You can trust me. I am trusting you too.
And with that, Kim leaves, and Travis waves goodbye. With a newfound respect for Kim and new questions about what else is out there, he walks over to his dad to ask how his trip was.
Thank you so kindly for stopping by my chateau, my darlings. It does mean so much to me. Please, if you have not subscribed, as many of you have not, please do so. Give me a like so I know what you would like to hear. And comment. I always love to read your comments. And special thanks to my Patreon and membership supporters. Ciao, darlings.